Zombies in Iceland.
Okay.
Taking over the world. It was kick-ass book. It was kick-ass book. Great characters. And then the second series was The Good Boys, where it basically it's about aliens coming to the New Hampshire, landing in Franconia Notch. But it's more than it's. I want to tell you, but I want you to have the same response that I had in the second or third chapter when what the aliens were got revealed. Because I was like, "You've got to be kidding me!" And then it made it so much fun.
Alien Turtles.
No, I'm not going to say. I'm not going to say. But it's a very enjoyable series. So, So Jeremy's going to be joining us. He's got over 70 books out. New York Times bestseller, #1 on Audible. So I want you to know this guy, and he's coming to town. Double Midnight Comics. Hold on. I said I would get you the Double Midnight Comics in Manchester and also Jetpack in Rochester.
Yep. Two great
comic book stores.
Yep. I know they have role-playing games, tabletops.
Double Midnight Comics. He's going to be there. Let me see here. Hold on. Double Midnight Comics Saturday, this March 14th. So it's next week, 12 to 3. And then I think he's doing Jetpack as well. I just got to find out when and where. I thought he was doing Jetpack. Don't hold me to that. But I thought I had read something about that. But we'll find out tomorrow. So anyway, he's our Buzz 24/7 coming up tomorrow. We're going to come back with a Buzz 24/7. I have... Look, are you all right?
What time did we book the flight for you the next day? Yeah, I just don't want you to have to get up. I mean, I'm just trying to think of your time of getting on a plane on
July 9th.
You go out later? No, I think I was trying...
I go out the 8th. It's a Thursday?
No, they're playing Wednesday night. You fly out Thursday.
Oh, yeah.
I just couldn't remember if it was...
Thursday, I leave after the show for late in the afternoon.
Okay.
I'm flying. That's why. Oh, Jesus. There's another great show coming up, and I'm not going to be around.
Well, I was
and that bums me out.
I was trying to figure out, I'm like, what flight did we book? Flight did we book?
I hate the schedule. Can I just say I hate the schedule? Just in general.
You're going on a gosh darn cruise.
No. I don't know. I don't mind the schedule. That's not what I mean is.
You
we have to
hate the schedule.
No, I know, but we have to plan things out so far in advance, and then you have to do stuff, and you're committed, and then you find out, oh my God, my favorite band is playing, and I can't go. That's what I mean.
I'm kind of with Greg.
You know what I mean.
Sometimes adulting gets in the way
of
like a bucket list band. Oh my God, I've always wanted to see this band. They're going on Sunday night at 1 a.m. in the morning. You're like, oh my God.
I know.
I plan. So Boys Bash, I've been planning for months and months. I started planning this in November. And then Mumford & Sons thinks they're going to come in and steal all my guests. They booked the same night as my Boys Bash. I wasn't impressed with them.
All right. We're coming back. Buzz 24/7. Sorry. Guess who's coming to town? No, guess who?
No, really.
Anyway, very excited. Quick break, and we're going to come right back with you with the Buzz 24/7. Don't go anywhere.
Hey, it's Roadkill, and I'm a professional influencer. Learn how I can help your business. Hit the advertise button on morningbuzz.com.
Hey, ladies, it's Laura from The Buzz here. You can buy a bra that's so soft, so comfortable, and so versatile that you won't be rushing home to rip it off at the end of the day. Handful.com has the best bras. It's like a built-in hug. I've now bought 4 of the adjustable bras from Handful.com. It's my go-to everyday bra, and they offer so many colors, and you can wear it under a dress, under a t-shirt. You can adjust the straps to wear it 3 different ways. I love it so much that I actually wear it to bed. It's that comfortable. Use code BUZZ when you're checking out, and you get 30% off. Don't forget, use code BUZZ, and you'll save 30%.
Hey, everybody, it's Greg, and I'm always learning about myself. And one of the things I learned this year, I'm a sheet guy. I was never a sheet guy. I never knew the difference a good sheet would make in how you sleep until I found Cozy Earth. I got their bamboo sheets, and they give me some of the best sleep I've had in my entire life. Amazing how they keep you cool in the summer, and they warm you up in the winter. They're soft, they're smooth. The bamboo sheets are unbelievable, and you can get them for 41% off. Biggest price discount they offer at Cozy Earth, and they're doing it here with us on The Buzz. Go to morningbuzz.com/deals. Click on the Cozy Earth and order the sheets. 41% off, morningbuzz.com/deals, keyword Buzz. You'll thank me later.
It's The Buzz 24/7 at morningbuzz.com.
This is unbelievable.
Now that's what's up.
Sorry. Yeah. Now, I know that the common thought is that
men are better.
That we get men are better, yeah.
Let's see how long it takes.
I don't think we are. I don't think we're better.
Let's see how long it takes for that studio door across the hall to swing open and her to give me the finger.
We know that that is not true.
No, I absolutely agree with you. It's not true. It is not true. They're so much better at so much. I think we should have a women president. You got to find the right one, but
Almost
I just want to. Yeah, I know, but I'm just.
Couple came close twice.
I know, but I don't know as though that would have been my. But
the
that's,
right choice.
That,
I'm
for
gonna
me,
tell you
for
right
me,
now.
that's all. Everybody good with who they voted for, whatever. But
we get a time machine, we go back 20, 30 years, and we vote for Dolly Parton.
Okay. All right. Well, anyway, that's just me. All right. So what I was going to say was, I know the common thinking is that, wow, you guys work in radio, you can go to every show you want for free. By and large, that can be accurate, but it's not always accurate. Okay.
Especially for like roadkills bands.
Yeah, things have changed, and the whole industry has changed, and we used to be able to get tickets to pretty much anything, but now there's too much money to be made by the bands and the promoters, so there's less of that. Which is this is not a complaint because I don't mind buying tickets. I don't mind.
Paid to go see Van Morrison tomorrow night.
Yeah. I'm going to see Truesdale. Paid for the tickets.
I can assure you that what Laura just said. When I was doing my metal show like 10 years ago, there was an in. Hey, I could reach out, but that is long gone. And any of the shows that I am going to, these are bands that really the station isn't working with.
Right.
So no, there is no connection, and I want to see them.
Now,
and I'm paying.
I would buy tickets to Shinedown, but we have a great relationship with that band, and so I'm guessing I won't have to. And I'm not saying this to brag. I'm just because I'm bringing up a subject that deals with this. But there are shows that I want to go see, and I certainly pay for them. Absolutely. You, Kelly, you buy a lot of, or no?
I bought Stones a year and a half ago. Couldn't get.
We have great relationships.
Tried to get free here, but
we have great relationships with a lot of the venues, and we're very lucky. So that's one of the bennies of the job. So I'm not going to deny that. However,
those were free. Forget it. I think they were free, weren't they? Yeah. But I almost bought tickets. I almost had to buy tickets.
Yeah.
But he knows
And that was
somebody.
a lesson.
Close call.
Yeah,
Close
and
call.
I appreciate them.
Yeah,
So-
and then it took him really close to getting those tickets because he couldn't figure out how to download them.
What I'm going to say, I struggle with what I'm about to say because I know how important it is to not just us as what we do for a living and the people that we work with and support their businesses, but there's also us as consumers. It's getting to the point where I now will have to examine each show and go, that's too much. That's just too much for a concert ticket. We are rapidly approaching that point where the average person, again, we are lucky to have the job we have. That's one of the bennies. But if I was an average concert goer and I didn't have the benefit of this job, I would be at the point where I would be like, I can't do it.
And it doesn't help. I'm giving you a compliment here. That the bands that you like are on the popular side or in rock and roll. Like I'm telling you right now, the ticket for Shinedown compared to the ticket to go see Napalm Death are two different price groups.
Right.
So, but even for myself, a majority of these times I'm going to smaller theaters, smaller venues to see these bands. And they're still in the $30, $40, $50, $60, $70 category, which to me is okay. But when you look at some of these big shows that are coming and you see like, oh, hey, Scott Hunt, I'd like to maybe go see this band. And you look it up online and you're like, holy
Would you pay?
crap.
Yeah. Would you pay $300 to see a band that you really wanted to? Not like a smaller band that's playing a club, unless it was like a big band. If a really popular band played a small club, like if the Foo Fighters, and I'm not just saying you, but if the Foo Fighters played, a small theater like the Palace, as you know what I mean, that's a special ticket. Yes. That's different.
Yes.
Springsteen's coming. Valerie wants to see him one more time, and I'm like, all right, so we'll probably won't be able to get tickets, so let's buy them. I'm not paying a fucking ticket agency ever for tickets. I will not do it. It is absolutely ludicrous that is allowed to happen. It should be illegal. I've been up. That's been my thing for as long as I've been on the air. I hate it. They used to advertise. They don't anymore. You know why? I don't know. The morning guy talks about how he can't stand them, and I still feel that way. Ticketmaster, Live Nation, the second market. I hate it. but some of the base ticket prices are $250, $300.
I was okay.
Would I pay it for Valerie to see Springsteen? The answer is yes.
I paid now a lot. Like I'm going to see Van Morrison.
You were going back and forth on that.
And I'm sitting far back in the balcony. Cost me $110 for one ticket.
Again?
What?
How
MGM?
big is the venue?
It's Wang.
Oh, Wang
Wang
Center.
Center.
Oh, it's a nice theater. Not a bad seat in the house.
No, but still, I'm like, $100 for me to sit in the balcony by myself.
Yeah.
Whatever. Did
Right.
it.
$100 is almost average for any ticket.
I think that's a deal.
Bruno Mars. I saw that the tickets. I think it was Linda helping Cam when I was in here trying so hard.
Right.
End up getting 3 tickets. The prices were crazy, and it took me hours and hours of 2 wait lists because he has 2 shows at Gillette. I ended up getting 3 tickets.
Hours and hours and hours.
Yep.
How much? Go ahead. Tell me
Most
what
of
it
my
was.
shows, I just get
Tell me what it
through.
was.
$550 for
A
3
ticket.
tickets.
For
no,
3
for
tickets.
3 tickets. So 184 a piece.
That's a deal. Unfortunately,
it's a lot,
that
but
is
to me,
today's
it's a
world.
deal.
That's a deal.
And there were some tickets that I could have. I'm obstructed view, and I didn't even care. I said, and the boys go, you know what, Mom? We're going to be there. We're going to hear it. We don't need to. And I was like, thank
Listen
goodness
to those
because
freaking kids.
they're like, Mom,
that's
just to
so
be
cool.
there is so awesome.
that's
They
good.
just can't wait to hear the music.
All right.
The tickets.
That's
were
the
like,
difference between having boys and girls.
You're not wrong. I just want to be there. The girls are like, where are we sitting?
Dad, I gotta.
Yeah.
I gotta see them.
Yeah.
No. Well,
What-
at Gillette, Dylan goes, you know how big the screens are, Mom? They're going to be zooming in. I was like, yeah. you're
Let
right.
me ask this. Fish tickets.
Yep.
How much did you pay?
Well,
Just per ticket.
I don't know. I have to go.
Roundhouse. Give me the roundhouse
I
number.
don't know. I get a look. I have no idea.
So,
And what also does help in this whole
bought
ticket
a
conversation is 90% of these shows I go to by myself. So
yeah.
I'm paying for one ticket.
So nowadays, $100 is what you're going to pay, I think, for a ticket. Unless you go to see a comedian like Bob Marley's never going to be over $55.
I would go, that's a deal.
Okay.
Yeah, right. Nowadays, that's
So
what you'd
with
say.
the service fees and stuff, 4 tickets for $443
That's a deal.
at Fenway Park.
$100 a ticket.
The only problem is I ended up with 8 tickets because I
Yeah.
put in for the lottery because we were going to be on vacation. I was like, you know what? Just in case, I'll put in 4 for Friday,
And you
4
hit
for
twice.
Saturday. I hit them both.
You're
and
on a
I-
roll, man. Gambling and you're getting along great.
I know.
But my question was going to be, at what point do you say, not doing it? That's my question. Like with the way that prices are rising, and I thought of this not just because of concert tickets, but I thought of it because of this. I thought of it because of coffee. Because coffee's gone, I buy coffee beans, and that's expensive shit. And I'm like, at what point am I going to, I bought a few 16-ounce bags of coffee beans, and it was like $70. And I was like, whoa. I'm like,
But
that's
you break that down into how much you pay per cup. It's still not bad.
no.
You
And
know,
I'm
for the
I'm not
enjoyment you
complaining.
get.
But at what point is it gonna? At what point has anything in your life reached where you're like, I'm out until the price comes down? That's my question.
Yes, soda in stores. Unless it's the Market Basket or the Shaw's or whatever, where I get a better deal. I'm not. When I go to get my sandwich, maybe twice a year I'll have to buy a diet soda because I forgot to grab one here or I forgot to bring one from home because they're like priced to what, $3?
Yeah.
For a bottle when you can get a 12-pack for $7.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Come on,
Yeah.
rape and pillage.
Mm-hmm. Anything, Scotty, that you have noticed where you're like, it's gotten to the point, and I'm going to include groceries in this because we did a prime rib the other day. Part of it was left over because we got one that was too big for New Year's Eve. Mm-hmm. So we had it. And when we were eating it, I looked it up online as to how much it would cost, and it was like, whoa!
Yeah.
A good thing it was frozen.
I
too.
think some of the prices at some of the fast food places has gotten a bit out of hand. This past summer, when Amy had broken her ankle, by the time Friday rolled around, I didn't want to go home and make lunch. I'm like, what do you need? What would you like?
Right.
We'll treat ourselves. Then when you get up to the window and they're saying $32, $37, and you're like, can we go over the order again? Because did you get it right?
Yeah.
And they did get it right. Some of the fast food prices are getting, if I'm going to spend that much, then I'm going to spend a little bit more and have a good meal.
Okay, so
Yeah.
I know that Laura does Cooking on a Budget on Thursday. But tell me, what is the biggest jacked up price right now at a grocery store?
Steak tips, and that's like Then I've told you guys, steak tips are only common to this area. It's not, you're not getting steak tips out of New England.
Shame on them. They suck. Suck it.
When you'd have a sale on steak tips, it would be $5.99 a pound. If you're looking for a sale on steak tips, you can maybe find them $10.99.
Yeah.
And that's on sale. If you're looking to eat steak tips, and our family used to eat them all the time, you're looking now $14.99 to $19.99 a pound.
So the other,
we have a cow now, not alive, in a freezer. Well, Dylan got mixed up when I told him we were getting a cow delivered, and he was really sad when it was.
Did you get the whole cow or half?
We got a quarter.
Quarter
of a cow still is
a lot of meat.
Yeah. So
who did that? Who'd you get it from? I don't know. Okay.
Yeah. So, anyways, the quarter cow has filled our freezer.
Right.
But if you're going out to shop at the grocery stores, just onesie, twosie steaks, you're going to be spending a lot of money.
The other day, I got a weird thing about on the last day of vacation. I like to have a lobster, even if it's one lobster. I don't care.
Even a winter vacation.
You're going back to
winter
work.
vacation. Yeah, because
vacation's done.
I'm going to have a nice meal. I'm going to have a lobster. And then a couple of years ago, I decided I'm just going to buy the lobster meat. Okay, lobster meat. I'm going to get the tails, and it's going to be awesome. And I'm going to have no mess, no shells, no anything like that. It's $59 a pound. Okay, now you say, "Holy crap, that's a lot." It is so much cheaper to buy the meat than it is to buy the lobster. Like we had the kids over, so I bought 2 pounds, which is a lot of money, right? Everybody brought home leftovers. Everybody brought, because it's a bag of meat this big.
That big?
Just meat, and it's like, holy smokes, the price of lobster meat hasn't changed in 2 years that I've been going to Taylor Lobster.
But lobsters do?
Huh? Yeah, the weight goes up and down, but if you're buying just the meat, I've been mystified as to how the price hasn't changed. All last year it was $59. I expected when I went back the other day for it to be higher, but it wasn't. So I was like, that's pretty sweet right there. And I don't have any meat. I don't have any
you
mess.
don't have any shells
Any
to get
shells.
rid of smell?
Oh yeah, it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. Having lobster sandwiches today when I go home.
Nice.
Yeah, buddy. So anyway, what is it?
Yeah, buddy.
Is there anything else other than concert tickets that the price has risen so much where you've kind of gone, no, because it hurts me to look at concert tickets and go, not paying that.
Well, they just had an article in the Boston Globe yesterday. Secondary ticket market, it's going to cost you $2,500 to go to a Bruins game.
Yeah.
It can.
Yeah.
$12,000 for a Bruce Springsteen ticket next to the stage. I saw one of the prices. $12,000. That's just stupid money. That's just absolutely stupid money for a concert ticket. One concert ticket, $12,000. Now, that dynamic pricing thing scares the hell out of everybody. People weren't paying $12,000 to go see Bruce Springsteen, but I bet you some people were paying $1,000. Bet you some people were paying $900. Would I pay that? No. Would I pay $300 a ticket for Valerie to go and me to go?
I would.
Yes, because she wants to go.
You're probably not doing it in 3 months for another show.
Exactly.
It's probably a once every couple of years thing.
Exactly. Would I pay an exorbitant amount of money to go to see Pearl Jam at Fenway Park? No, I would not. Not that I don't like Pearl Jam.
See,
I'd love to see them.
They're on my list.
Close tickets to TD Garden, maybe.
I'd pay $150. I'd pay $100. Because if I look at $100 is like there are shows at the ballroom that can be $70 or $80. And the artist sets that price, not the ballroom, by the way.
And $100, I mean, Amy and I are going out to eat on a Friday night, a couple drinks, and you're close to 100. You're dropping 100.
They think
especially the way Amy drinks.
The big sandwich that we talked about on McDonald's the other day, they announced the biggest sandwich on their menu. It's coming. It's going to be there soon. And they said the prices, they think it's going to be $12 for a burger. It's 2 quarter pounders in a burger. It's called the Big Arch. And it's going to be like they expect it to be $12 to $15. Nope. It's just too much. I agree. A fast food restaurant shouldn't cost me $50 for 2 people.
It shouldn't.
Shouldn't. But look, this is the world we live in, right? This is so you either do or you don't. You choose what you want to do, and I'm not going to stop getting coffee. Each of us has things that we're not going to give up. But man, oh man, things that people like, we're getting to a point where people have to choose.
I will say,
I got to do without this.
And I know it sounds strange. You buy a camper, you want to go, you think it's like my